What's up, everybody? This is Poizon Ivy The DJ. I am the official in-arena host for the Dallas Mavericks, former DJ. I mean, I really am everything, so. To be honest, it means a lot, but it also means that there's a lot more work to be done. I feel as though we're just getting started, and I feel as though, once you kick the door down, the idea is to take as many steps forward as possible. And so, heavy is the head, and I feel that to whom much is given, a whole heck of a lot is expected. And so there's a little bit of pressure there, but I also know that that means I must be a diamond. Opportunities aren't given to everyone. And so for me to be able to be the first or the second of anything ever definitely is not light. But I also have to remember that I have to have a lot of fun along the way, right? Because the idea is that I have to then inspire the next and the next. It's not anything I take lightly at all. And not only for Black and brown women and girls, but for women as a whole, working in sports and entertainment. It's still a very male-dominated sector. It's a lot of responsibility to not be the last. If that is the case, then my job is not well done, But I'm happy. More than anything, I'm very happy. And I have a lot of fun. It means a whole heck of a lot. What gets me excited about hosting? Really? I literally get to go in looking phenomenal. Like, I literally get to set the vibe. I get to turn an NBA game into the Ivy show, Nah, I'm joking. I mean, I grew up, watching this team. I think a lot of people think I'm a Mavericks fan by employment. I'm not. I'm a Mavericks fan for life and have been since I was a child. A lot of you all know I was a ball girl growing up. I've spent a lot of time in this building. I've seen a lot of great things happen in this building. I've seen so many not so great things happen in this building, I love people. I'm a people person, right? And so I love getting to meet fans. I love having a microphone in my hand. I love, showing up with different personas. Shout out to my whole style team for just making it a whole experience. It's the Poizon Ivy show. People spend their hard-earned money to come to a game. You don't know whether it's going to be somebody's first and only game. You don't know whether they've been a season ticket holder for X amount of years, but every night is an opportunity to make an impression, not only for myself, but everybody that I work with and for the organization as a whole. And I get to do it 44 times a year. I love going to work and having fun, so. Yes, at my epicenter, at my core is music. I think music lies at the intersection of everything. There's nothing you do that doesn't have any kind of a rhythm, a cadence, a beat to it. Whether you're walking, you're talking, you're writing, you're speaking, you're cooking, you're doing hair, doing makeup, taking pictures. Now, I get to host. I just think it's one more layer to all of the skills that I have. But even as a DJ, I was an MC, right? So my DJ style was very interactive. I was heavy on the mic, but in a way that wasn't distracting, because we all know those DJs right there, talk your favorite parts of the song, and you're like, bro, come on, So there's an art to it. I'm really grateful for the team and, Jonathan and the whole game operations team for seeing a skill set that I had and giving me a platform to practice it, to expand it. And I'm just really more so excited to see where it goes, right? We're in the arena now, but maybe we got the Ivy Winfrey show coming up. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's a gateway to something. Just like music got me here, hosting is gonna get me somewhere where I guess you gotta keep it locked, so. Okay. So when I first started with the Mavericks, I had 5 goals, right? 1, make it through season 1. 2, work with the league and league capacity, right? So league programming, AllStar, international games, all that kind of stuff. 3 was to actually fulfill the international capacity by working with NBA Africa, 4 was to work with Team USA or FIBA in some capacity, and 5 was to be around when the Mavericks win their next championship, because I was there when they lost in 06. I wasn't there in 2011, and I think it's because God knew that when they do win again, I'm gonna be there in a big way. So anyway, season 1, I wasn't invited to All-Star, but All-Star was in New Orleans. Oh man, I remember getting assigned all of the gigs that nobody wanted, right? Like all of the NBA cares, outdoor, 8-hour gigs in the rain, what have you. Mind you, I paid my way to New Orleans with the money I didn't have, stayed with my friend who I didn't realize lived like so far away from the arena. It was a lot going on, but at that NBA Cares event is where I met Commissioner Adam Silver, and I remember him telling him, I was like, look, I wanted to have your job, and he was like, why not? And I'm thinking to myself like, dang, the NBA commissioner just really asked me why not. And I was like, well, because I'm an NBA DJ now, like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to go from one lane to another. And he goes, you have like 3 lifetimes left ahead. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? That's pretty dope. Like, I used to want to be the first female commissioner of the NBA, and now I can talk to Commissioner, Adam Silver, and he knows who I am. But I think that's not the memory. The memory is standing outside and not having tickets to the All-Star Game, right? But I just remember standing there and telling myself, like, remember this feeling. And the very next year, I got to DJ All-Star Sunday in Los Angeles. But even as I was standing in that arena, I had to remind myself, like, remember that feeling of what it felt like to stand outside the building. That feeling is important because I think all too often when you start to get a lot of wins, it starts to become too familiar to win. But you don't remember how it feels like when you had to grind and when you had to take L's. But that's what actually pushed you to win. So I always remember how it feels like to stand outside the building. I think my biggest inspiration is this little human that I birthed, my daughter, But yeah, I think motherhood has really changed me. With every passing year, I feel like I'm a whole new human being, I get to see life and the world through her eyes now. And we grow up and we're tainted and we're jaded. Life has us through the ringer, and we forget like that the simple things matter, and what really is fun and what life really is about. My baby girl brings me back to the basics every single day. And I'm just so grateful that I get to experience the gift of motherhood. Yeah, I mean, it really is, because it's easy to throw out a bunch of things. I think we throw out a bunch of colloquialisms: focus, grind now, shine later, or team no sleep. I don't know, especially now we live in a world of just like Insta quotes and like motivations or whatever. But just be real with yourself, be real with those around you, look out for those around you, do your best to be what you define a good person to be. At the end of the day, your dreams gonna come true. It is what it is. Just live your life right. Live your best life right.